Okay.
Yeah. We are live. I'm on CPT tonight. It's 8:03. And Mr. Know-It-All is normally not the live type guy, but I'm here. It's me. And I got a special guest. You know, I'm an in-studio type guy. I missed you a couple weeks back because I was going on vacation and being selfish. I'm sorry. Good brother. You know what I mean? But I had to go. But we here to talk all things comedy. We here to talk all things about Podcast Link live show. I want everybody to give it up for comedian Mel Harris. I normally got applaud, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
You know all the extras and whatnot. But we doing what we doing, man. What's going on with you, man? How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm making my second drink since we've been on the phone. I drank fast, man. So I'm
okay,
all
right.
My second drink. But I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm excited about this weekend, man. It's like I'm connected to parts of this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kelly. I call her Jess, but Taya. I'm connected to y'all, so it's like this gonna be nice. It's really gonna be nice.
Oh, you can't escape by that. Why you call her that? What you call her? Jess?
Just so it's crazy.
Oh, just Taya. Okay,
yeah. So that was her name on social media. So right. I thought Jess was her first name. So I called her that forever. She's like, that's not my name. So that shit. It stuck with me. But I was like, I can't call you nothing else now. So
yeah. Taya goes through that from time to time with people not knowing her name, and she talks sports. You know what I mean?
She wear a lot of hats.
Yeah, the dudes on the GFT podcast thought she was a man. You know what I'm saying? Because she couldn't see us, so they was like, "Yo, like, oh yeah, he was on there talking that da." So you know, it was a thing.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. Unfortunately, man, I felt bad for that. I really didn't want them to think.
Yeah, man. Damn, I might have to talk to her about that.
Yeah, I know. Nah, but she all right, though. She cool. You know what I mean? So Ty, you know, and Ty is a godsend. Me and Ty been working together probably now for like probably like a year and a half and whatnot.
Okay.
And whatnot. It took forever for me to really try to get things going. I was doing so many other things myself before, and just juggling so many hats. It was ridiculous stuff, man. But this ain't about me. They know about me. Let's talk about you. I'm pretty sure they know you got more fans than I do, though. So I already know that and whatnot.
Man, I don't. Listen, I don't even be knowing today. You don't know who your fans today, right?
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. No. So what made you get into comedy?
So I'll be honest with you. I went to Washington High. I'm about to date myself, but I went to Washington High. I was a senior when Kev Hart was a sophomore at George Washington in the Northeast. So that wasn't the reason I got in, but that's just to tell you how this whole thing works, how the universe works, how chasing dreams and passions work and all that. And I think I was always funny, but I always was like, where do you take this funny to? Like, there was no social media. There was none of that. I grew up watching comedy. I grew up a Def Jam dude. I grew up an Eddie Murphy Raw dude. I grew up in that, but you never know how you're going to get to be those things. So I want to say high school kind of got me started. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to ride the bus. Anybody know the Germantown area? I used to catch the 18 bus from 5 Points.
Okay.
What's that? Cotman, all that. And other schools.
Where Chuck's Alibi is and all that.
Chuck's Alibi. Yep. So I used to catch the bus from like up there coming from the Northeast, and kids from other high schools would get on the bus to see me. So I would literally go to the back of the bus, get in that middle seat, and like sit up on it, and I would do impersonations. I'm doing Ice Cube from Boys in the Hood. I'm doing Joe Clark. I'm doing all that. But again,
I need both. I need both of them in a minute. You got let me know what you're going to do for both of them in a minute. Yeah, I gotta hear that.
Hear that.
Give me a quick Ice Cube for Boys in the Hood. I need that.
What Ice Cube? Move the baby. The baby don't need to be seeing this. That's all I got for you right now. Move the baby. I'm gonna say that. Now I'm gonna say that randomly. This Sunday, I'm gonna be saying that. And you gonna be like, I know what he's talking. Nobody else gonna know but you and whoever watch it. But yeah, we're gonna move the baby on Sunday. Move the baby.
Move the baby.
Move the baby. Everything.
Man. That's a vibe.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
High school, yearbook come out. I'm like, my dream is to one day be a stand-up comic, move to the West Coast and do Def Comedy Jam. None of that. You know what I mean? None of it. When you get out of school, that's when it's just like, you know what I mean? Now it's go time. Like you grown, you know what I'm saying? So again, there's no social media, none of this stuff. So I get out of school, I go to college. That's where I ran in the Kells. I was not doing nothing in school though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Edinburgh was man.
How many years you last?
I did 3 semesters. That means
me too.
I had the rookie season. Then they moved me up out of there, put me on academic probation, came back just to play around some more. So I have a 0 grade point average.
No, I had a 0.2.
You bought books.
Yeah, I bought a couple books.
You bought the books.
Spell my name right. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me ask you this, because I always tell people that the beginning and the end for me, in your freshman year, they gave you a roster, right? Like they gave you your electives, they gave you everything. My first class, Macomb Fieldhouse, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Yeah.
So I didn't know what that was until I got there and I seen people in their swim clothes. And I said, wait, time out. 7 o'clock in the morning, y'all want us to swim. That's one of my electives. They said you can't swap it out right now. You need to go to the class, get up some, blah, blah, blah. And I said, it ain't gonna happen. And that was the end for me. So I took that and I used it against all the other classes. And I ain't go to none of them. Damn. Listen, the university said I lived there.
I know what it was about, man. I tried to straighten it out a little bit, Paul. So what I did was I went to cut. I paused that. That was wild. That shit was wild. So, sometimes you say shit is like it applies, but then you think back like, damn, like I should have did.
Everything will put you under the rainbow these days. You gotta be careful talking. But I got
never lied.
So you said you did try.
Yeah, no, I went. I was it was a couple classes that I don't know, like I don't know if I just like randomly pressed the button and it selected certain classes for me because I didn't have a major. So they gave me like astronomy or some shit like that. I'm like, dog, I went to that class one time. I said, bro, I don't want none of this. I don't care about none of this. I don't want to do none of this. I asked the teacher straight up. I said, listen, let me ask you a question. Yeah, I was like, he's like, all the tests at home, or you could do them at home and they over the internet. He was like, yeah. I was like, so if I never come here, what what grade am I going to get? Boy was like, he's like, I mean, I couldn't give you no more than a B+. I said, say less. I never went and copied off of some chick I was messing with, work. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. Right. You know, made it as simple and plain as that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Easy to get out. But then, I failed every class except that. And then I came back the next semester and then got back on my job. But then at the end of the year, it was like, you're on academic probation. You want to lose any type of financial aid. So you might want to figure shit out. So I said, cool. And come off for summer classes. I ended up staying with Niece and Sham. You know what I'm saying?
Off campus.
Yeah, off campus because they had an apartment off there or whatnot. And Denise is my wife's best friend, so she looked out. Stayed up there, got good grades. By the time I came back, finished the third semester, and they was like, "Yo, you struggling? You gonna have to take one off." I said, "If I take a semester off, I ain't coming back."
There's no coming back.
Yep. And I took one off, and I never came back, man.
It was jobs in Philly. That's when we had jobs in Philly.
And I was in love.
Yeah. Go back for what?
It was over. It was over. I had her pregnant before the next year was out.
I gotta ask though. I had my reasons, and I'll tell you. But what was your reasons for choosing Edinburgh? Why'd you choose Edinburgh?
Because I ain't want to go to Lincoln or Cheney. 13th and the 13th and a half.
13th grade. Yeah.
So my aunt was the dean at Cheney, so I could have really went there for free.
Okay.
And then, of course, I got accepted to Lincoln, but then I took a couple tours up there and whatnot, and I seen what they was doing over at Freddie D, and I was like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah.
You know what I said I'm good because I know that I'm gonna end up getting kicked off campus. You know what I mean? It's too much going on. It's too close to the city. I drive. It's just too much going on. So I took it upon myself to kind of, pull a plug and say, you know what? Let me go out here to try to really, really figure something out different.
Yeah. And you know what? I think I was in that same vibe. I was like, it's an inexpensive state school, but I won't be running back home every weekend. You know what I'm saying? It's a distance, and I can afford this. You know what I mean? Ultimately, but it got me a chance to you know what I'm saying, meet people that I've never met before. Right.
You know what I mean? Had a chance encounter with the relative of somebody.
No, listen.
Of a favorite martial artist. So
the Cleveland boys look like Terrence Howard. Buffalo, New York.
Oh yeah, I've had a whole Buffalo.
The Bird, Pittsburgh people. Erie, yo, I ain't gonna lie, Erie, they special. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Them some special people in Erie.
So I used to rap, and not only did I rap, I used to battle rap.
Oh, so God.
Yeah,
you was up there acting up.
Dog, I went up there, wasn't nobody better than me, and they all knew it. And I wasn't afraid of telling you that you wasn't better than me. So essentially, what happened was I just kept letting them know. And one time, I found myself surrounded, like in the back of the UC. Right, like you know how the back of the UC look like a country club.
Yeah.
When you didn't wear like the room right next to where all where the parties was at.
Right.
All the couch. So we all crowded back there. My man from Philly, my man Carl, shout out to Carl, my roommate, and got a camera, but he had a big ass like Panasonic joint he hold on his shoulder. I'm back there. Everybody that went to the school that thought they could rap, and everybody that was from Erie that thought they could rap, came out there because my name was Haku. Now everybody, like I had one on the radio station, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah," everybody was like, "Oh, Haku, who the hell is this dude? This, that, and third, this Philly nigga thinking this." Dog, I invited at least 20 niggas from Erie to the Frank stand that night alone.
Oh, shit.
In a rap fashion, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't even like intricate raps. It was like, "Oh, you think you slick? Suck my dick." Like that. It was like, "Whoa, damn, boy." Like
what we do to him? What did we do to him?
Like and me, because I used to take it personal back then. Now you gotta remember, man, I'm 18. I'm 18, 19. I didn't give a shit. Like
you from Philly. You from Philly.
Saying, you said you was better at rapping, nigga. That was our thing. You know what I'm saying?
And you arguing with dudes from Erie that play ball in jeans. So it's like you already know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. Like, nah, you're not gonna don't play with me, bro. You got jeans on balling. Start sweating, you roll the jeans up. I hate y'all. Like it was like, I don't know, dress, clothes, style, all that shit. We was like, we're running this campus. I know what you're talking about because exactly. Like, we're different.
The board that I really, really had the most static with, the nigga he battled me in a leather Eagles jacket. Bro, come on, man. This nigga battled me in a leather Eagles jacket, dog. I don't care what I look like, dog. I could have been missing a limb. I'm coming in neck with a leather Eagles jacket on. Like
God.
This is ridiculous, man. They didn't understand why I thought that they were so corny.
But they was just corny.
We tapped in later on, and you know what I mean, during the year we got kind of cool, but it was always friction and whatnot, because I couldn't respect it because you know what I mean, like you can't keep telling me that you think you're better than me. That shit.
And tell what else. They girls love this. All over Pittsburgh, Erie, they love them Philly dudes. So it was like
I married a girl from Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, see, so look, you already know.
Yeah, I know.
You went got something out of city.
And you know what? And I've learned. I got good friends from Pittsburgh now and whatnot, and it's all good. And it's taken 22 years, 22, 23 years for me to realize, okay, niggas is cool. But when I first met, I said, you niggas is weirdos. Like, yo, if I see one more colorful Tim or do-rag, Tim, I'm not doing this.
Orange do-rag. Yeah.
The orange, no, man. I'm a boy that had a light blue Joe. But let's get back to this for a second. So tell me, since you move with stand-up, I know your schedule is crazy already. I seen your schedule. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I keep busy.
So let me ask you a question. Tell me about the time when you bombed. First time you bombed.
Like I went through the floor. I'm gonna tell you, I was in Chester. I was in Chester, and I came at them. I came at Chester because Chester is what it is, but you can't tell them that. You know what I'm saying? You can't let them know you know what they about. You
Bro,
know what I'm saying?
My mom's husband is the mayor of Chester.
Oh, see?
Yeah,
see?
So
how you get that? How you win that?
Huh?
How you win that job?
He pulled it out of the cereal box. I don't know. Yeah, I'm saying they called him up and voted him. I don't know.
I got promoted from block captain to mayor. That's the wild stuff. My man took his trash out 8 consecutive weeks, and they said, "Oh, you nice with it. You nice with it."
Like, yo, you doing a good job, nigga. You the man.
What your price put the chains on the door? So look, so I was out in Chester. Got on stage, and it was a motorcycle club. So this was like upstairs from a bar. Yeah. You know, we go up there, it's dark. Like people in Chester don't need to be seen during the day. So it was a little dark in there. I get on stage, I'm like, man, Chester. I said, Chester, y'all got like one cop out here. He got one gun with one bullet. I said, if we shoot that, we all done. I said, it is dirty out here. I was going in. This boy said, yo. And everything got quiet.
Oh,
so I'm like, what's up, my man? He's like, no, we're not doing that to Chester. This girl was like, shut up. He funny in the front.
Yeah.
Dude was like, nah, we not doing that shit here, though. You know what I'm saying? He was getting louder and louder. And then other niggas was like, yeah, we not doing that, bro. He's like, for real, you in the wrong spot for that shit. So I said, all right. I said, let me keep going. I said, yeah, so Chester, y'all fucked up because y'all got one school, too. I seen that shit. Boy said, yo, my man. Then everybody just started making all this noise. And the shit just got louder. And I seen him get the flag from the back of the room, like, come on down, bro. So I literally got on stage, didn't talk to nobody, went right downstairs, right to my car and left.
Yeah.
You know,
get volatile out there.
It hurt, bro. That was a long ride home because I wasn't used to that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't used to being humbled by the audience.
Right.
If I'm doing bad or doing rough, I can dig myself out.
Yeah.
I don't, not to brag, I don't go through that now. But you get moments where you like we need to amp this up a little bit. So we have shit in our bag that we can go to and bring our crowd. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, here we go. Like we're gonna roll now. I got them.
Right. So
I never got a chance to do that. It was like that shit hurts.
Yeah.
So I told the dudes that booked me, I said, give me some time. You know what I mean? Hopefully these niggas forget who I am. I'm gonna cut my beard off and all that. I'm gonna come back. But they
cut your beard off?
I said a year later, I went back. About a year later, I went back, same room, and I killed him. I was like, man, y'all don't even remember me, do y'all? I told him at the end. I said, y'all motherfuckers wanted me to die. Y'all did. They did. Because everything I was saying was true. They really do got one cop with one bullet. With one. They do. Chester fucked up. I was driving through Chester. I seen 2 dudes on some steps. There was no house behind the steps. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers they live in raw in Chester, yo. Seriously.
They are. They are.
It's
crazy because I used to drive a trash truck, and we had I'm not even gonna mention the name of the company because I don't know who's gonna stumble across this. But at the time, you know, they actually contract their trash collection, you know what I'm saying, out to a company. The company comes out and does it, but they got bulk days. And dog, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think about black empireship and just black business all the time. If we own 3-4 trash trucks, whoever own that should be killing. I'm talking about the contracts that they get for them to come out there to pick up that waste is ridiculous. Like ridiculous. I'm talking 10, 15 grand a week on a pickup. Depending on
I never thought about that because there's a lot of dudes in Chester that want to like do that kind of work.
Yeah, it trucked up. They do a lot of renovations, a lot of clean outs, a lot of, you know what I mean, house transfers and stuff like that. It's one of them things or whatnot. But the thing about a place like Chester or whatnot, and like Chester and Camden and even Trenton, they got little brother complex.
Yeah, man.
Because all of them are surrounding Philly, so essentially,
big city. Yeah.
So they feel it. They feel like they got to be tougher. You know
what
I mean?
Crazy you say that because I do compare Chester and Camden to each other, and based on how the people live and the resources and all that. But I never thought about that. They outside of big cities, and they're like, "No, we us."
Yeah. It's pretty much the same damn thing.
And the crime rate. Here's the other thing I learned too. Everybody's cousins in Chester, like they all cousins and family in Chester, but they crime be crazy. Like for a minute, they was getting up there with Camden, like you know what I'm saying, with the craziness, and it's like y'all know each other out here.
But if you would, you know how family is. If you was used to it, you could fuck one of your family members up. You would do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
that's true. I wanted to fight my dad a couple times. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, my dad, me, he's like, my dad's a good dad. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny. As soon as you said trash man, that hit home. My pops, he's a retired trash man.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all, that's an underrated job, bro.
Never
the money y'all make.
Yeah.
The bread, the OT, all that shit. And I ain't gonna lie, he used to come home smell like the zoo. But outside of that shit, that was a good ass. You know what I mean? It set him right for the rest of his life. So
yeah. Besides living in Stephen King's night shift every other day and whatnot, bro, I ain't never seen so many fucking rats. I ain't never seen so. I mean, rats. Nah, dog, you don't understand. Like now, when a nigga just tell you that, like, all right, I seen 2-3 rats.
Yeah.
What if I told you in a space no more than 15 square feet, I've seen 400 rats?
Oh God! Well, where was this at though?
You go into the dumpster. It's in the dump. So you go to the dump, right? But it's not even the dump where they do the trash is. Most of the time they burn plants, so they burn the trash. They'll burn it or compact it down and make it into a landfill. The stuff, the recycling is a little bit different because they'll clean the stuff out and reuse the plastic and all that. But if you go in here, when you in the recycling is not underground, it's just a room, a big ass room. You back into this room, and I'm telling you off top, you get into that room, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking. Be still. You got to go out there, and nobody cannot be out there with you. Got to back up to the joint, open it up. Use the little hopper or whatnot, the lever to dump all the stuff out.
Right.
Just don't look behind you because they jumping out.
God.
I'm talking 50, 60 at a time.
You like so when like
they did too.
I'm gonna give you an example. So like when they demolish stadiums and all that type of rat running.
Oh yeah, no. They be mice in demolishing stadiums.
Yeah,
rats.
Yeah, young niggas.
I'm talking about Subway, like the Subway Jones, but it's families, rats, dog. It is disgusting. But so tell me your best comedy experience you had thus far.
Man, I've had moments.
Yeah.
I think if I want to fast forward and just pull something out, I did New Year's Eve. Not this year, last year. The last couple of years, I got the headline shows in Atlantic City at casinos on New Year's Eve. So that's been a thing. It's kind of like one of the things where it's like, oh no, that's my goal every year. Make sure you closing out a show in Atlantic City. And not this year, not this past year, but the year before. It was pouring down. I was supposed to go up. I was on the card, and there was 3 of us on the card, and I was supposed to go up second. And it was pouring on New Year's Eve. And I had my son with me. And I'm like, damn, bro. I said, we don't even look like we're going to make it. You know what I mean? So I call, and I'm like, listen, I'm running late. I'm on the Atlantic City Expressway. It look like I got like a fucking hour to get there. I know the show's starting in like 20 minutes.
Right.
And they're like, we gonna work something out. Just let us know when you get closer. So as I get closer, I'm like, this shit coming down harder. You know, as you get closer to Atlantic City in the water, shit really starts coming down. So they text me like, yo, take your time, you closing out. I said, damn, that's what I wanted. So I get there. My son is part of my set. Like he's roped into my set. Like I don't even, without giving a lot of my shit away, like he's like the first thing I come out and mention when I get on stage.
How old is he?
My son now, he's 17.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we on our way out, and they told me I'm closing out. So we do this shit. I get there, my energy up because it's like, yo, I'm getting to close this shit out now. They're getting a different me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all getting a whole nother thing now. Like before, y'all was getting somebody, oh, you know, Happy New Year's, everybody, blah blah blah, whatever.
Right.
Now I'm on like A game shit. I got time to think. You know, I'm going over my set in my head while I'm driving.
Right.
And I get there, go up, you know what I'm saying? I got like 15 minutes before I get on stage, you know, have a little drink or whatever. I talk to him. He's sitting in the back of the room. I go up and I just, it was like 30 minutes of just straight, just everything fucking worked. You know, it's like a door and like everything going in. And then show ends and my son's in the back of the room. So as soon as I get off stage, I go to the back of the room with him. We're in like this big auditorium, 400 seats. And he's standing next to me talking, and people are seeing us on the way out, and they're like, "Is that your son?" Because again, I talk about him throughout the set, and they're like, "Can you go up and take a picture?" So we up on stage just taking pics, like, you know what I'm saying, New Year's Eve. It was just crazy. So it was a moment, you know what I mean? And I've had larger crowds, and I've had different things happen, but that was one of them nights where it's just like, hey, you belong. You know what I'm saying? You always have to be reminded that you belong. And I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm just to kind of give you an idea of the you belong thing and how that relates to what you doing. I went back to the beginning of your videos. I always like to see how people start. You know what I'm saying? I love to see how people start because it's like, yo, this one I didn't rehearse. I mean, I thought I rehearsed. I thought I had it right. I thought the lighting was good. You know what I mean? I thought we had a nice format, but you know what I mean? We're gonna get better. Right. Now, you know, fast forward to where you are now, it's like you're gonna have ups and downs, but it's consistency. Right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got consistency, y'all got a flow, y'all got good people that really talk and y'all compliment each other. You know what I'm saying? And you don't get that with every show. You know, sometimes you got somebody who's just that damn good, and they're gonna show you they that damn good for the whole hour and a half, 2 hours you on. And it's like, we don't need all that. You know what I'm saying? You need your own shit. You need to do a spinoff because you're killing us. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we need reminders sometimes, like, no, we belong. Like, that show was good. I love to do a podcast, you know, and I've done some before where it's like you drop the mics at the end, and you're like, yo, that shit, I like when this shit gonna drop. It's gonna be like, yeah, this that one. And they come every so often. They're not gonna come every time. Sometimes you drop the mic, you be like, all right, y'all, you good? And you like, I'm tired of shit. Or going into that, I was on some other shit, so I couldn't be what I wanted to. And we still delivered, but it wasn't one of them ones. So that night was one of them ones for me, and it was like, damn, bro, like you belong, bro. Like you done did stages in LA. You did Cancun, you did Miami, you did a run in Miami 2 years ago. You've been in New York. You've done like clubs that are no longer even open, that are legendary clubs. So it's like you had those moments though that are reminders, and that was one of them nights. You know what I'm saying? 2 years ago, not last year, the year before, the New Year's Eve show.
2022 going into 2023.
At the Claridge, in Atlantic City.
Okay, yeah, man, that's what's up. So, with that being said and whatnot, what can you say that your goals are in this comedy game and as being a comedian in general?
So, and I'm glad you said just being a comedian in general, because one thing I learned during the pandemic is your relationships with people, your relationships with businesses, your relationships in your circle are very important. And I'm gonna give you a Kanye thing. So Kanye on Drink Champ said, I want to get to a point where my money don't mean nothing. Like people just want me in the room. They're gonna do things for me by default. And I've gotten there with people locally. So I have food trucks, I have restaurants that won't make me pay. I have people who like, yo, you sitting up front. I have that in certain circles in the city, and it all came from my relationship, because it's like, I'm not just a comedian. Like I'm gonna be that same person on stage, that same energy, that same whatever. I'm gonna give you that in a different way. Now I'm not gonna be telling jokes all the time when I'm off stage, But I'm like, look, if you took a chance on having me in your place, in your venue, if you put a couple dollars in my pocket to go do something, we gonna form a bond, and I'm gonna pay it forward, and I'm gonna swing something back your way. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shout you out somewhere else in a whole nother form and bring shit back to you, and I don't need to be around. And in turn, you're gonna take care of me when you see me again. You know what I'm saying? There's places I walk into and eat, and they just like, oh, you know you good on the bill, and it's just like that's what I want. So I've always been big on these relationships with businesses, even more than I am with comics. You know what I'm saying? Comics are it's like a rap, it's like the rap game. You know what I'm saying? We might have did a song together, but I heard you don't like me, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But
so what Cat Williams is talking about is kind of a real deal out here.
It's real, and I don't have beefs because I don't give any energy to that kind of stuff. Even if I feel a little bit of something off, I just back away because I'll be telling people, you know how they say it's for the guys, it's a million women in this world, so that might not have been the one for you. I'm the same way with these comics. Like, yo, that may just be a comic I don't gel with, and that's fine. It's too many fucking comics. So I've always been like that. My goals though right now are to be a great entertainer. I'm doing the podcast live on Sunday. That's a hosting gig that people might look at that like, oh, that's hosting, that's this, that's that. That's what I am though. I host a trivia night in South Philly. Yeah, at a spot called Wolfburger, Italian corner bar that I'm bringing the hood into every now and then. Like I got brothers coming out to that.
Shout that joint out while we on here, man. Shout.
So every Wednesday I do trivia at Wolfburger. That's third and Wolf in South Philly. There's plenty of parking. You can park under the bridge, under 95, under there. Your tags ain't got to be right or nothing. You know what I'm saying? None of that. It's because you under the bridge. They don't mess with South Philly like that. There's plenty of parking. What I tell people is trivia with training wheels. Like it's multiple choice. That's like A, B, C, or D. So we have fun with it. We have fun with it. This ain't about who the smartest, all that. And every week we give out prizes for the first and the second winners. The drinks are good. The food is good. They got discounted everything. And it's just a dope situation, man. And I do that every Wednesday. I'm locked into that. But Wolfburger Trivia. So you can follow Wolfburger and check that out. But I'm there this Wednesday. I do themes, whatever's going on. We're doing the Olympics this week. So I'm covering whatever's going on trivia. So we make that happen. But I can't even, I'm gonna have to come back and talk about this one, but I am right now trying to lock into a situation where I'm doing game nights in South Jersey and in Philly. And it's like trivia, but it got like a little twist on it. And that's something I'm working on with a larger company right now. Because like I said, being a comedian is one thing, but you gotta look at Kev's bag right now. People think Kev's bag is all about this constant touring, and it is. He gets a lot from this, but that man don't sit the fuck down. That man hosts shit. He has liquor out. He had sneakers out. He has what is that? The clothes, fabletics or whatever.
Something like that. Yeah.
He got the vegan the vegan spots. Like that's what this is about. And I'm gonna tell you why people fell. I'll give you an example of where people fell. Once the pandemic hit, comics was dying. They out here crying on the internet, whining. They like, oh, ain't no work, ain't no this, ain't no that. So you were just a comedian, and that's it. You didn't think like, damn, when the jokes ain't funny, when the jokes ain't available, when I can't drop them, if in a case of emergency, break glass, you have nothing else to lean on. So I learned then that these things, these little relationships you have will build you into something else. I never stopped during the pandemic. People are like, well, how'd you keep going? Well, because I knew people I went to college. I mean, I didn't go to college, but I was there.
We do the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
I was doing some
coffee out there.
Doing virtual shows. I did some virtual shows for schools. I was doing virtual shows for fraternities. I did virtual shows for the Mason brothers. I did virtual shows for churches. I did virtual shows for teachers who ran school districts or principals who ran schools and superintendents that ran school districts. So I was still busy. I was sitting at home with you know what I'm saying, with the wife beater on and the you know what I mean, pajama pants with the neck up, and I ain't had to do nothing but chill in the crib, and the money was coming through the Venmo and the Cash App, and I'm like, I ain't even moving. So I learned then, like, yo, you got to be more than just a comic. You know what I mean? You got to be good with people. You got to be good in business. You got to be a stand up person, and you got to make sure at the end of the day you have something to offer people when this shit may not be available to you. So
who's your GOAT in the stand up game? Now, all right. So let me wait, because I'm a diehard comedy guy too. You know what I'm saying? And I've even tried stand up before or whatnot. I don't know. I think I suffer from a little bit of ADD. Not the I'm not really hype, but you know what I mean? I got a little ADD. So a lot of times, certain things kind of lend themselves to me. For me, like I'm you know, I'm not really a worry wart, but I like to, you know what I mean, the perfectionist. But I always kind of flow off of the fact that I know that you get another crack at it. So when I start talking about GOATs, I'm talking about two separate entities, man. And I know you can identify with this. You got your stand-up guys, you guys that get on stage and they can rock the stand-up something crazy. But then you have your classically, you know, funny people that are actually kind of, even in the acting scene, they're better comedic actors than they are stand-up guys. So give me your 1A or 1B in either one of those, and then give me your ultimate guy.
I'll go. When it comes to the acting thing, I grew up, you know what I'm saying, 80s watching Eddie Murphy and the Saturday Night Lives. But I tell people Golden Child and 48 Hours and that, from all that, you can even drop all that early or mid to late 80s, 90s stuff and go all the way to where he like created like your Nutty Professor movies and all that, all the way to Shrek, the character he played in Shrek. Like he just did it all. He gave everybody the blueprint, because guess what? We can't lie and say, damn, like what Will Smith and Martin are doing right now, Eddie Murphy was doing as the black cop dude running the streets back in the day.
They dropped the movie a week apart from each other. A sequel to the fourth sequel to both, respective franchises. So
48 hours, Beverly Hills Cop. Like that stuff was a series of movies. And then Martin, I remember Martin came out with like Blue Streak and Nothing to Lose, where he's with the dude Tim Robbins and all these movies.
National Security.
And when you look at some of the movies like The Black Guy and the White Guy, Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan, that's Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte, Eddie Murphy and Gene Wilder, Eddie Murphy and, you know what I mean? So it's like he was laying a lot of that blueprint in the 80s for people, Richard Pryor too. But I don't like when people do this shit though. They be like, oh man, Pryor, Fox, they the goats. And I'll be like, be honest, what did you understand and what did you really listen to? I was not old enough to be like, oh, they the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? That's like me. I grew up in the Hulk Hogan era. If anybody tell me anything before that, I respect it. I don't have a choice but to respect it. Like, oh, Bruno Sammartino was this and this dude was that. And I'm like, okay, that's cute. I don't know them motherfuckers. I know the Yellow Boy used to come down and rip the t-shirt off. That's all I know. And then from that. So I knew Eddie, but I used to see the Saturday Night Live clips and all that stuff. And I'm like, yo, this dude, Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood and all that, he was the beginning to end thing. And I'm gonna tell you what else I like about Eddie and why I'm biased towards Eddie.
Okay.
It ain't nothing I've seen him on, and I'm talking about off that stuff, like interviews, when he sit down and start talking, or when he hosted Saturday Night Live a few years ago, it was like, yo, everybody like he still got it. I'm like, he don't lose it. He a cool, smooth. It's something about him. It's an aura that he carries, you know, that makes him what he is. So I'm always gonna put him at my top. He's always gonna be my guy. And then Eddie Murphy Raw. I don't even know how many times I watched that or what that meant to me. Like, you know,
was Raw better than Delirious?
No.
All right, thank you.
Raw is here. I'll give it to you. Raw is the Hard Knock Life album.
There you go. Well, wait a minute. See, all right. So now we're getting into it because now we cross pollinating music and comedy.
Yeah, I know what
All
I'm
right,
doing.
yeah, it's a thought.
Brawl's a Hard Knock Life album.
But see, here's the problem. But that means you saying Delirious is Reasonable Doubt. And see,
Wait, is that your favorite Jay-Z album now?
I think Blueprint is. I think Blueprint's the best Jay-Z album.
Yeah.
There is no Blueprint because Eddie only did 2. Like he had other specials, but he only did 2 theatrical. You know what I mean? Notoriety.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you know what? And that makes him like Notorious B.I.G. Right?
Nah. Damn. As far as his standing goes, yes.
It makes him Notorious B.I.G. And it sucks because I don't think it was Eddie's fault. I really think, and people do not talk about this shit enough.
Right.
Not prior. Cosby hated him. He hated him, and Cosby ran network TV. He was like, no. Cosby was the GOAT because of his crossover appeal, and the Cosby Show was what it was in the early 80s or the mid 80s or mid 80s, late 80s, whatever, to the 90s. Eddie Murphy could not really continue to do stand-up comedy in the style he did it because now you're getting backlash from people saying it was disrespectful and it was this and it was that. And I feel like he was like, all right, fuck it. Let me go do this movie thing. Let me go into this movie thing.
So what you're saying is, can he be the best stand-up if he only got 2 specials? And this is a thing that bothers me because, I think that certain people hit a benchmark, like Bill Cosby himself, classic. Live on Sunset Strip, Richard Pryor, classic. Eddie Murphy, Raw and Delirious, classic. Martin Lawrence, You So Crazy, classic. Who else got a crazy joint that's just out of control? I think that Little Grown Man, Kev.
Oh yeah, oh my God.
Classic.
Because I told people, I said, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I said, listen, I don't hold this Kev Hart thing. Like I know people be like, oh, that shit whack, Kev, this, that. That was Kev's first and only time to me being authentic self. There was extra, but there was like nonstop. You're entertaining me.
Yeah.
It's not forced. It's not I'm gonna tell you something, people. Like it wasn't that. I didn't get none of that from that. I got this is my coming out party.
I agree
with my coming out party. And I'll always go back to that. If you want to start ranking them, I'm going to go back to that one first.
Is that the one where he was talking about eating ass? Dog. You know the reason why that joke was so funny is because during that time period, it was still taboo.
Yeah.
And then we first heard the joke at the Shaq All-Star Comedy Joint.
Right.
You know Kev is authentic when he's doing it because he's laughing too.
Yeah, right.
Even like when Eddie Murphy did the pull over, like he's laughing while he doing that shit. That's when you know this shit is authentic or whatnot. Like and I understand that. I think oh man, I think that y'all got a tough task though.
It is. I'm gonna tell you this. One of the things I learned from doing Atlantic City is kind of like my home base. I'm there more than I'm anywhere. But it's also the workout room for me because I'll be telling people like, listen, when I go to Atlantic City, I don't get what you get when you go to 52nd Street and do that little, that little spot over there or that shit down Lancaster Avenue. You know what you're getting already. When I walk into a room in Atlantic City, I got the old white dude don't even fuck with me like that. He just straight off the rip. He look at me like I ain't fucking with dude.
Right.
I got the wedding party of young drunk white girls. I got the black boy from Brooklyn and his wife. Right. The old head.
Yeah.
I got the dude that's there that don't want to be there, but his wife, he done gambled all day, so he owe his wife something. And he's sitting there straight faced with his arms folded. I got the young black boys that came in there on some hood shit. I gotta make all them laugh at the same time though. That's not me walking in the 52nd Street saying, all right, I'm gonna kill this little strip. I'm gonna hit them with all hood shit. Like, nah, there's no blueprint for that room. You gotta be worldly knowledgeable to go into Atlantic City. You gotta be worldly knowledgeable to go into anywhere that gives you that. Now, I go to New York. People think New York is tough. I've always done well in New York because I'm not talking about the subway like all 25 of these other comics. I'm not talking, and that's how it is in New York. You go there to get on. I'm sure even in the music game, you go there, it's a showcase with 25 other motherfuckers, and that's how it is in New York with comedy.
Where you going at New York? Where you normally go to New York?
I haven't been, honestly, out of the pandemic, I've not been back to New York. A lot of New York people have been coming to Atlantic City because they didn't get to eat at all. They shut that shit down. So in New York, they're still fighting for stage time and all that. And a lot of cats from New York or from Philly who moved to New York pre-pandemic move right back here. They like, it's just too much. It's flooded. But I tell people the reason why I've always stood out in New York, and I do the Village. So I do Greenwich Village, which has Greenwich Village Comedy Club. They got Grizzly Pear. And then up the street, they got like the Mecca, which is the Comedy Cellar. The Comedy Cellar that's where the goats go. They just walk in there.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard about the Comedy Cellar. I heard that.
The Comedy Cellar crazy. I mean, like literally you just walk down the street, see famous people going in there, whatever. It's like, even if you're a performer at the Comedy Cellar and you get a little opportunity, like Dave will walk in there and be like, hey, I need to do an hour, and you got to get the fuck down. You got to, like, you out. The next couple of comics are out. So the Comedy Cellar is just that mecca, and then the next block they got a few clubs that I've worked heavy before, and I'm always like, this shit is easy to me because I'm not talking about what y'all talking about. I'm not talking about the subway, and I'm not talking about the same bullshit, gentrification and all. Like, I'm not talking about that shit. So they're like, oh, this is fresh blood here. He's funnier than these same New York style comics I see. So I've always had an upper hand there. That's like, I went to Miami. It's been 2 years. February will make 2 years. February of next year will make 2 years. I went down there in February and I had 3 bookings. I left with 8 paid gigs. By the time I left Miami, I had 8 paid gigs. And what it was fresh air. It was like, this dude is for everybody, but he's not from here. He don't know shit about it, but he's still able to capture us. And that's only from working in Atlantic City. That's from working a place where people from BA, from New York, from South Jersey, from Philly, all fucking come into a room that's mixed. Like, I gotta make all these motherfuckers laugh. I gotta get all of them on the same page. They may not want to hear about Joe Biden. They may not want to hear about season 3 of Power. They may not want to hear none of this shit. But I got to bring them all together at the same time while I'm performing. And once I figured out how to do that, then I'm like, I'll win anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So back to the GOAT thing for a second. I want to do a little rapid fire thing with you real quick. You know, just talking about GOAT things or whatnot.
Right.
You give me an answer. Of course, we niggas, so we gonna stop and we gonna talk about some of this for a second.
Yeah, plus I was drinking. So
so the GOAT segment. So now check this out. All right. Let's go. First, who is the GOAT of Philly rappers?
Black Thought.
Ooh, I can't even argue with you on that. Snap. Oh, so
I'll just keep going back to the Funk Flex freestyle. That's all. Right. Like, if somebody like, what do you have to support that? I'll just give you that and then walk away. I don't have nothing else.
You know what's funny though? I think that it lends itself back to, it was a question that I was going to ask you, and I think it's almost disrespectful to ask you this question because as solo dolo and is traveling and as you work in the rooms that you've worked, asking you if you write your own jokes is a little bit disrespectful. So I never would.
No, I don't mind that question. It's so crazy because I not only do I write my own jokes, I don't write with people. I don't like that, and that's a comics thing. Comics are supposed to get in groups and like try this out and all that. I don't want it. I don't want it because I don't ever want to feel like my comedy was influenced by something that's not naturally me. You know what I mean? You might put your twist on it, but you don't think how I think. You don't know what I know.
Yeah,
you don't like what I like, and yeah, so I'll never do the whole like you'll write these for me thing. But there's some big comics out here that are getting a bag that do movies and all that shit. Ain't got time to write, and somebody write for them.
They got ghostwriters for the right price to make your
shit. And some of them have to. Some of them have no fucking choice. You know what I mean? You hosting game shows every week. How the fuck are you writing? You know what I mean? You got how. Listen, I remember Kev said I sit down with my team at this point, and we come up with stuff, and Kev still gets it. What I like though, the Kev do. He doesn't stop working on the craft. He still goes and does open mics. He still goes in the comedy cell. Still goes into these spots. Like I'm working on some shit. And even though he's telling you, I sit down at the table and we kick shit around, and I go out there, I still have to turn into Kev Hart and drop and deliver this shit.
Oh, absolutely. I see a lot more of Spank and Naeem and stuff lately. I'm not saying that they writing it for them. What I'm saying is that some of the delivery. Yeah, some of the delivery is, you know what I mean? It's been, listen, the shit, all like you said, he's busy, all different types of games and whatnot. The GOAT basketball player. Here we go.
Jordan.
Okay.
You froze. What was it?
No. I agree with you to a point. And the only reason why I'm gonna say that is
Can I be honest with you though? I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
LeBron James is a better basketball player.
That's my whole point. So that's why I can't even say that. I see if we saying accomplishments, that's one thing. If we're saying better basketball player, I'm always gonna say LeBron James. It's not
LeBron James.
LeBron can't do.
Me and my son were talking about this.
Right.
He has things in his arsenal that Jordan would never have, could never have, just because LeBron is who he is and his body type and his game and his passing ability, his vision.
Right.
This step back three, all that shit. This is LeBron almost has too much fun with it at times.
Yeah.
Because nobody's gonna do that jab step and keep doing it and then just throw the three up like on some playful shit.
I think his career, I think he's suffered from benefit of the doubt syndrome. So essentially, the reason why he doesn't have 7-8 championships and whatnot is because I think he realized that most times some of them finals that he lost, I think he realized it too late that he didn't have enough to lean on.
Yeah.
Or to kind of put these dudes in the pocket where they like. That's why he's so up in arms when J.R. Smith did that dumb shit in that second finals they went to the year after that. Like he's looking.
Now, was that the one? Was that the Golden State finals? Was that Golden State?
That was the second Golden State final. So
is that the one where Iggy got the MVP? And LeBron had ridiculous numbers.
What? Oh, you talking not the bubble? No, not the bubble. The bubble?
No. Not LA. Iggy got the MVP, but LeBron averaged like 37, 19, and it was like he locked them down in certain parts, and they gave Iguodala the MVP for Golden State.
Yeah, because they had came back from 3-1, so it was already a foregone conclusion. Like those last 3 games wasn't supposed to happen, so it was supposed to be a done deal. And with the the block and all that shit was already. They had already made shit up. They probably made the shirts already. It was already a done deal. Not what Iguodala did. It's just the fact that that shit didn't happen. You know what I mean? That should never happen. But so I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. GOAT football player.
GOAT football player?
Yeah.
Jerry Rice.
Really?
Yeah.
Receiver.
Jerry Rice has. So I'll tell you this real quick. They were talking about the dude breaking his record. With Minnesota.
Justin
Jefferson breaking his record.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson crept up on a record. Jerry Rice in a strike short season, it was 12 games, had 22 touchdowns and like something like 1,400 yards and some other shit in 12 games. But
I don't take records this series anymore, man.
No. But I think what it was though, And I'll give you what it was. Jerry Rice, unlike a lot of receivers and quarterbacks and all that shit, he was just a perfectionist. That was it. Like, I'm going to be perfect. Deion Sanders, even with all his like the play and the dancing and all that, he kind of falls in there too, where they're like, no, I'm perfect. I'm like, my clothes got to be a certain way. My socks got to tuck in. I can't be dirty. They played so different that it was just like, nah. And listen, they hike that ball. These receivers, they used to hike the ball. You're getting gripped the fuck up. You're getting gripped up. You're getting hit. Your quarterback getting hit. Everybody, this is like playing football in the streets. But he still was making it happen because he was like, I'm just different. I'm a perfectionist. I don't care about this shit. Touchdown here. Here, you can take the ball. Let me go to the sideline. So he got voted #1 all time when they did the what was it called?
I just think because I agree with you, whatnot. If you ask me, you know what I mean, if the way that the game is played and your position and your success level, your success rate meets preparation, meets the way that you look when you out there from down to down, I do agree with you. Jerry Rice might be the most complete player to ever play, not only receiver, but maybe the offensive side of the football. So I agree with you.
Now, who do you have? Who do you have? You got somebody who you got.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's so hard to not give the GOAT to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Because it's just, you know, I got nephews that are playing D1 ball. My son plays D2 ball right now. I got my nephew, one of my nephews, another young boy that I coach. They'll both be going to the draft this year.
Man, congrats.
When they was little league, I see these kids as they come up, and I see the type of preparation that goes into it. But I also know what it's like to be an underdog. I know that I have kids that struggle on every level. I have kids that may be a little undersized, so they didn't get the same opportunities as others, and maybe they be overlooked in certain facets, but they dominate here. Some of them that are up here but never get a chance to play. These things that happen a lot. So sometimes you can't really control certain things. So when somebody is drafted at the end of the 6th round, they go on to go to 10 Super Bowls and win 7, bro.
Yeah. Listen, and it's so crazy.
Passing records. It to me, it's a foregone conclusion.
You know what? And I will say this: as much as a Rice fan as I am, I had to see Brady win in a situation where he wasn't supposed to win to really get an appreciation for Brady. So when he went to Tampa, that kind of he was not supposed to win a championship there.
No, he wasn't supposed to win that championship there. He wasn't supposed to win the championship. The year after, was the year before or the year after the Eagles won the title, and they and he played the Falcons. He wasn't supposed to win that either.
Yeah.
Was it 28-3 at the half?
28-3.
What kind of shit is that?
But look at the crazy shit. This is what tells you someone's great. What is kind of a spotlight on someone's greatness. He had Randy Moss. And didn't win.
It went undefeated and lost to Eli.
It's an Eli. So it was like, it ain't even Brady's fault. Randy Moss just wasn't supposed to win a championship. That's what I always say. Randy was not supposed to win one.
Randy must have did something wrong in his past life.
He did something because that didn't even make sense to me.
Yeah, he must have did something bad in his past life. Like he got it like I don't know. I'm just glad
he ran that lady over, right? Didn't he run the security guard over?
More than likely. That sounds like some shit he did.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he were a Republican. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. He definitely wanted Biden to die a couple weeks ago. But go ahead. I hear you.
Biden to die a couple weeks ago. Biden died a couple years ago, but that's a whole nother.
We definitely gel because listen, I talk about that shit on stage. I always tell people this shit you seeing is Weekend at Bernie's. That man have been dead for so long, and all this bullshit we seeing right now. You can't even blame him because he has not been running this country. He has not been running this country. And the black chick that works remotely from home, She hasn't been running the country either. She ain't been running. She ain't been running the country either. They first met a couple weeks ago when she had to come out. Yo, listen, and then what was it when Trump got shot at or whatever and all that shit? And he did the little Trump shit with the bullet like they coming in this game or something. Well, he ducked all that. That next day,
right?
Joe Biden called. He called everybody out. He called everybody to come out. It was Kamala and like two other guys. And they was lined up in a room, and this shit came across TV. I was watching. I don't even remember what I was watching, but it was like 3:00 in the afternoon, and he was like, "I want to speak on the situation that happened with Donald Trump and blah blah and all that, and I just want to let you guys know there's no place for hate in America." And we'll talk about this later on. And then they left the screen. And they were like, he's going to talk at 8:00. But I was like, why did he do that part? What was that for? Why did you get dressed? Because you got to get dressed. Kamala had to come in because I know she was somewhere bullshitting. So you had to bring her to work. You had these other two dudes lined up. They fixed your clothes. They made sure you looked alive. They put the little strings on you. They look. I said, yo, why is Bernie? Why Weekend at Bernie's? Why is he out here right now? Just to tell me you're gonna talk to me later on tonight. Like that's some weird shit.
Yeah, no, that's you know what that was. No, that was like the when you was gonna get the ass whooping for acting up at your auntie crib by your mom. She was drinking before, so she gonna pull you aside and you can smell a little liquor on her breath. She like, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah. We not even going home yet. Your mom not going home yet. She gonna let you sitting on the couch near the door, like, yo, can we go home so I get this ass whipping? And your mom gonna drink in front of you. She gonna drink in front of you. She gonna drink, and then little dumb shit gonna happen. Like your aunt gonna be like, well, he wasn't that bad. I had wrapped him up a plate. Your mom like, fuck that plate. Throw that shit in the trash. And you just sitting there melting with your nut ass.
Yeah,
with tight ass shorts on. And and it's so crazy. Your mom. That's like embarrassing. Then you gonna take me home and beat me? What the fuck, man? What the fuck is this?
In the car ride, be quiet as shit.
Quiet as shit.
Radio, no nothing.
Nothing.
It's
your mom drunk.
Yeah, she drunk. She got the windows down. It's winter time. Shut up,
your mom drunk. And don't have a sibling. Don't have a sibling because the sibling keeps staring at you. No words. They just stare at you. That shit hurt. My little sister used to look at me. I'm like, don't fucking look at me. Don't look at me.
That ass whooping was coming. All right,
that's so crazy.
Last but not least, I got two of them. GOAT movie. What's the greatest movie of all time?
Silence of the Lambs is my favorite. I am a big Hannibal Lecter fan, man. I eat women, but I don't never eat people. He used to eat people. You know what I'm saying? That shit. He ate people like it was cool though. You know what I'm saying? Like he was. That was my man, Hannibal Lecter.
Honestly, when you can say it with like a British accent, and make some shit that nobody ever heard of sound fly.
Some canty, I don't even know. I still don't know what that shit is.
Your liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Father, he said, like when your dad's not with you, with the family no more, your father. So, he definitely. Yeah, he was the man. So that movie had me. I ain't gonna lie. So if you want a 1A, you want a 1A.
Right. Yeah.
I got a weird 1A2.
Okay.
1A2. So there's my two backup movies.
Yeah.
Big with Tom Hanks, and because remember Return to the Adult and all that shit. Yeah. And Forrest Gump.
Movies.
There was nothing Forrest Gump didn't do. That shit fucked my life, but this nigga did everything except for be black. So I'm those two is like my backups. Yeah. And then after that, all the hood shit come. I ain't even gonna lie to you. My top 10 got all hood in it after that.
Okay.
So, no Tubi, but all hood shit after that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Did you see the Tubi where the girl came back and killed the dude?
Yeah.
His wife. Yo, what the
Let
fuck?
me tell you something. Tubi is the only. I don't watch Tubi shit because Tubi will go to commercial and come back and be a different movie on. I don't fuck with Tubi at all, yo. That shit is the worst. Like, and shout out to all the people who really putting it in on Tubi because I know, like, local directors and stuff like that that's really making a name and actually taking their shit to other platforms. So Tubi is dope in that manner, but there's a lot of shit on Tubi that need extra. It needs some water. That shit dry and weird.
Yeah, I get it. Because
First of all, you should never have an English speaking movie like where people from like regular neighborhood, like in America, that got subtitles. That's a problem. That means,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Yeah, what the fuck are
Like
you
they don't even
saying?
have auditions. They just be like, nigga, you want to be in a
No.
movie today or whatnot?
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever.
I was in a Tubi movie, but I wasn't in it. Somebody was doing that shit in a gas station. I just happened to be in the back buying gas. This shit is,
They
I'm
ain't get
telling
no,
you.
they ain't get
How
no
you
damn
get
letter of consent, no nothing. They just filmed your
nothing?
ass in a movie.
Nothing. Nothing. Look right into the fucking camera. They said,
You just in
"Excuse
a
me" on the
movie or
screen.
whatnot. Shit, you never
Yeah,
know. You could have been outside fucking around. Like ain't nobody. You don't nobody know who you is.
bro.
Like,
Nobody tells you when you're in a Tubi movie. You just in that shit.
exactly. Your girl be like, I seen you in some movie that was on Tubi. You like, what did you talk about?
Bro,
When you
I
start
don't know
going to
what
Avenue gas station, like what?
I thought you was with Daquan and them niggas. Like, no,
Yeah.
they was outside. Like, I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you this. It's so crazy. I remember the first time I seen some crazy Tubi shit. This
Right.
dude and this guy, these people were shooting at each other. And the
Yeah.
boy took his gun and
Yeah.
flung. He like how I'm doing my hand. He flung the bullet and the shit went around the tree.
Oh,
And I
like
said,
one.
"Come on,
Yeah. Like one.
yeah."
Like,
And it popped the other person. Bro,
yo.
Tubi don't have stuntmen, nothing. That shit just raw.
I
That
said
shit raw, yo.
the one Joan where the boy jumped across the screen and, they quick turned the body into a mannequin and shit when he got shot. Yeah, I said it slid the jump like fuck is we doing out here, dog? Like what is he?
Tubi don't give a fuck.
I ain't mad at it though, because I love the creativity. I just want to stop making every fucking movie on Tubi a hood experience.
Yeah.
It's like
no.
I mean, everything is a cross between Players Club and Boys.
Yeah. Even the overseas shit. Like I see the subtitle, like the African shit and all that. That should be like gangs and all that bullshit. Like, stop, man. Stop.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy.
There's other things you can talk about.
Before we close out, man, I want to do something real quick, right?
Okay.
How was your laughter control?
It's there, man. It's there.
Or you no real rap. Like
no, I think I'm pretty good with it.
Pretty good.
And I've been drinking, so I'm good.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something because I got something here that I was looking at earlier, whatnot. That let me see if I can find them. I had them, Googled them, and now they're not here. But I'm gonna find them anyway because we live, and I don't really care. You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter.
And it don't matter. But let me see. Here we go. We're gonna go to let's see some good old dad jokes. Yeah, we're gonna do some dad jokes. You still there? Oh shit, what happened? Hold up. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Did he get kicked out? Oh, let me see something here. Oh. Damn, what happened?
I don't know. That's how live we are. But I'm back. Tubi did that shit. Tubi did that. Like, stop fucking playing with me. Bro.
Yeah, like y'all playing games or whatnot.
And the crazy part, I do want to host the Tubi Awards, whatever that shit is. So I need to chill out. You know what I'm saying? I'm blackballing myself. So no more Tubi jokes. No more Tubi jokes.
All right, here we go. I got a couple for you and whatnot.
Okay.
All right. Why aren't Saturday and Sunday the strongest days?
I don't know.
They aren't work weeks.
Okay.
Work days. I fucked it up. My fault.
Okay, good. I'm glad you fucked it up. So I couldn't laugh.
I know. All right. Hold on. Let me do it again. All right. There's a fine line between a numerator and a denominator. No, you're pretty good at that.
All right. Punchline
was in the joke.
Okay. That's how you know I've been drinking. I skipped over all that. I went right to the denominator.
Guy, never buy anything from Velcro. It's a total ripoff.
Yeah. All right, that didn't last long.
Oh man,
that ain't last long.
You bet not laugh, man. You bet not laugh. All right.
All right, go ahead. Give me something else. Come on.
All right. What instrument is found in a bathroom?
No.
A tube of toothpaste.
Mm-mm.
All right.
I'm not going there.
Why don't trash collectors require any training? They just pick it up as they go.
See, this kind of shit. This kind of shit I see at open mics.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker will never make it. He will never make it.
Oh, man. All right.
Never pick it up.
All right, man. I went to a concert for just 45 cents. It featured 50 Cent Nickelback.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me take my glass. Hold on. I'm getting old. I need to read better. Hold on. Let me see. All right. What did one eye say to the other?
I see you.
Between you and me, something smells.
Yeah, and that's a nose joke, and I'm not gonna laugh at that. I'm not gonna laugh at that.
All right. Spring is here. I got so excited that I wet my plants.
Not a what the pants joke. No, I'm not going. Not during the Olympics. I'm not gonna laugh at that.
Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Decent food, but no atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm not even going. I'm gonna leave that one there too.
You're good at this. You're good at this. He learned for the first couple. All right.
Yeah. I'm just so strong right now.
What did the buffalo say to his son as he left? Bye, son.
Not a bison joke. We're not doing that neither. Doing that. I'm not laughing at that.
Well, all right. What occurred when a cup of coffee got offended by a joke? A brouhaha.
You know what? Nope. That's the old black man laugh right there. Brouhaha. That's like an old rap song or something.
Oh.
That's some Sugar Hill Gang. Brouhaha. No.
All right. Yeah. Have you heard about the roof joke? Never mind. It's over your head. These are some real fucking serious dad jokes.
Well, yeah, that's dad jokes on steroids right there. That's father jokes at this point.
I know. What do you call a horse that lives next door?
Not Nay.
A neighbor. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, neighbor. I knew it was something like that. Something like that.
I was wondering why the ball kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it hit me.
It's like a Diddy joke, but
pause. Oh my God. Oh man. All right. What's typically the warmest part of a room? A 90-degree corner.
You had to go to school for that. So I'm gonna leave that alone too.
Oh man. All right. Hold on. What did the leader of the hot dog race say to the others?
Something about some ketchup. I know it's ketchup.
Damn it. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I know it's some ketchup.
Right. Let me see. Why are elevator jokes so classic and good?
Let's just keep going up.
They work on so many levels.
Yeah. You know what? I wish this window opened up. I'd jump right out.
All right, three more.
All
right. How can you tell it's a dogwood tree?
The bark.
God damn. Yeah.
And the sad part is people be using this kind of stuff on stage. I'm like,
on stage?
I hear certain things like this on stage. I'm like, you don't want this. You don't want none of this life. You don't want to be involved in the comedy world.
What do you call it when a group of apes starts a company?
A group, say that again?
What do you call when a group of apes starts a company?
I don't know. That was
Monkey business.
monkey business. No. One more for this.
Oh man! All right, hold up. Yeah. Did you hear about the kidnapping in school? He eventually woke up.
Yeah. No, that's it. That's
Tap it out, man. Tap it out, man.
Hey man, that's dad joke. Now, and you caught me a couple times in the beginning because
Yeah.
Then I started thinking too much. I'm like, now I'm thinking I'm gonna figure these out before they become solid jokes. I'm gonna figure out the silliest, most off the wall, but actually relatable thing. So yeah. But dad joke, it's so funny because if you do dad jokes in the right thing and present them as such,
right,
it can be funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? People like, yo, that was so corny. It's funny. So, yeah.
So quickly, and we'll talk about the give the information for the podcast link live show. Give me 2 quips real quick, and then I'll try not to laugh. You ain't even got it like a quick joke, something that you go quick with. I know you probably.
I want to. So I'm gonna give you your own dad jokes back, basically.
All right, do that.
It's this guy walks into a room, to his son's bedroom, and he says, "Hey, son, masturbation can cause blindness." And his son's like, "What are you saying, Dad?" He was like, "Masturbation causes blindness." And he was like, "Okay." He was like, "Dad, I'm over here." Yeah.
I heard that one before, but yeah, I'm a sucker for him a little bit of whatnot. All right.
That's horrible. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, but it's I'm so fucking immature that shit like that always. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? One more. Hit me with another one. I'm a stone face. Go ahead.
All right. I was going to Atlantic City a couple weeks ago, and this is not even a dad joke. This is real. I hit a deer, and I got out the car, and I wanted to check on the deer, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? My car fucked up, and then the deer just took off, and he was in a Honda Accord. He was Puerto Rican. That's all I got. That's some racist shit. No. That's some racist.
No. See shit like that. I can't.
That's why I don't even have no Spanish followers because of shit like that. But no,
Oh my god! Wait a minute.
Yeah, that wasn't a dad joke.
Oh shit!
That was. I went to check on the deer and he took off. See, when I say he took off, people are like, oh shit, the deer got up and ran. And I said, nope, he was in a Honda Accord. He was Puerto Rican. He just
when you say see the problem, see that's where the Philly part of the comedy comes in.
Oh, the Puerto Rican and the Honda Accord.
Oh my god! Because like I think a regular comic might have said some shit like, yeah, he's in a fucking Honda Accord. But when you said he was in a Honda Accord and he was a Puerto Rican, like that shit reminds me of like the. I mean, you remember the spit take game that we used to play that back in the day, and we wouldn't even say jokes. Like my man said to me one time, like we on that. He just said to me, he was like, I remember seeing Razor Ramon, you know what I'm saying, tickle his nipples in the middle of the ring after I lost it, like because shit is funny, like it's just like the words Razor Ramon and tickle,
Razor Ramon.
That shit was crazy, but. When you said that, Honda Accord in Puerto Rican, like those two things going together.
Listen, you just start thinking it's a visual for us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Rest in peace, Ray. You know what I'm saying, Ray, Vatos, Manitos, blah blah blah. We will see you soon. All that on the back window. That's all we. You know what I'm saying. We know. We know. They don't want temp on your windows, but them Puerto Ricans write full messages on the back. But I'm gonna leave that alone too. I'm gonna leave that alone because I don't want to lose no more Spanish followers. No man, but
sure for this shit.
That shit crazy. It's crazy.
way into it, but sure. All right, so man, so this Sunday,
Sunday.
doors open up at 2:30. Show starts promptly at 3. Podcast link live show. Our host, comedian Mel Harris, will be in the host.
And I'm close by too. I live a few blocks from there.
Oh, that's even better.
So we I'm on a Federal. I'm down here. I ain't gonna lie, my shit a little new and nice. I got a rooftop, but we not fully gentrified, so I didn't want y'all to hear nothing in the background. No bullshit.
Oh, shit. You saying that y'all did bullshit? Y'all chilling and whatnot.
It's not. The shit's beautiful. I got new everything, but listen. The shit people. How they be saying people die every day, B? Like I didn't want y'all to hear nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. My family is from the whole area. I ain't never been to.
Where they from?
My whole family is from Passyunk, Wilson Park.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So my entire family, everybody that's still alive, is nowhere near Passyunk and Wilson Park right now. Or whatnot.
Okay.
Got up, they moved away. You know what I mean? So they places, but. Nah, I'm very, familiar with the area, whatnot. But it's at 2245 Manton Street, right up the block from Bonsall, right down from 21st and Federal. Tickets are available. There are plenty tickets available. We got hard copies. We also got you can go to Eventbrite. Definitely get your tickets. Podcast link live show. $20 for the tickets. And I know what's going to happen. Most people are going to confront us on the day of the show to the door, and they're going to be 25 at the time. I'm not digging on that shit at all.
Yeah.
What they're going to be. They're going to be 25 at the time. But we're going to have music, full sound system. We're going to be spinning some music. We got food. We got drink and whatnot. We got some vendors. Other people's going to be by, whatnot. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be dropping some funny shit in the midst of it.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have classic conversations and whatnot. We got the panel set up and all that, and the way that the show's gonna flow. And if you and since you talk to Ty on a regular basis, Ty is the curator of everything. So therefore, anything that you need to know additional, you can talk to her. Let her know. Or either way. But it's gonna be a vibe, man. What can they expect out of you at the show?
Man, listen, I'm always entertaining if I'm nothing else, and we're gonna have fun. And we're gonna have fun though. We're gonna have like almost old school fun. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like I seen something. Kev Hart did the sleepover with the dude, the Instagram boy. What's Kanai whatever?
Yeah, Casanat.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people was like, hey, grown ass man doing this shit. Listen, I used to go to my cousin's house, you know what I'm saying, in the projects across the street from Johnson Homes, Ridge Avenue, all that shit. We used to have late night fun, you know what I'm saying? We up partying, laughing, all so we have lost a generation that these new kids don't do that. You can't party with that mask over your head and all that shit. You can't have fun no more. I want us to have fun that day. I want us to have real fun. I'm in charge of that. I take that personally. That's my job to make sure we have fun, that we vibe, that we connect. And I'm big on this too. That's going to be a day of resources. So if you DJ, if you have a small business or something, if you got some things you working on that you might need a little bit of help with, you need a camera guy, or you need a writer, or you need this, you need that. I want everybody in the room to feel like they're a part of what we are bringing out that day. But I want everybody to mix and mingle, and I want everybody to walk away with something that they can use in the future. You know what I'm saying? Large or small. So that's my biggest thing. Like I said, I can't preach about this whole thing about folks or preach to folks about how I use resources and utilize businesses without pushing other businesses. So sometimes you don't have a business, you just have a person who can create things to make you a business. That's my big thing. You know what I'm saying? I know we're gonna have fun. Like I said, I've been watching and I've been skipping around, started at the beginning of the podcast and skip through, and I've been watching some things, and I love how y'all gel. And I've seen some of the other, I kind of clicked on some of the other IG pages and seen what their vibes was about. And I know it's going to be a day of fun. And I'm actually honored to be able to host y'all first, and and going forward. But this one here, we're gonna make this special. We're gonna make this special. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm gonna be drunk at some point. I already know it. I'll probably drink in the morning, sober up, and then get myself ready for that to get re-drunk, if that's a word. And we're gonna have a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, man. We appreciate it, man. So yeah, man, just make sure that y'all are there. Sunday, August 4th, 2024, Podcast Link live show, 2245 Manton Street, Philadelphia, PA, 19146. We're going to be in the building. Everything there. Please come early. Get there because we're starting the show promptly. Because we, listen, we ain't playing them games. Ain't no going on and whatnot. Trying to get it going, trying to get everything rock out, man.
I heard Enon letting out early for this, so no excuses about the church stuff. Enon ain't even doing. They're not even doing a third session, so y'all might as well. You know what I'm saying?
Not even doing the third service, huh?
Yeah, they ain't doing all that this week. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, Sharon Bat is letting out early
Sharon
too.
They letting out early. They got notes. You can get going. You got a little early dismissal notes, so you can roll out early.
You could just, if that's the case, just stream the rest of the service on your way over there.
Yeah, come on, y'all.
You can do that, man. But yeah, man, this has been good, man. I'm working out the kinks, man. But I think this might be something that I want to start doing.
You gotta continue to. This is good. This is really good.
Yeah. I think it's a good look or whatnot. I think it's a good look, especially so this one. So I'm calling this. It said Mr. Know-It-All knows ... I think anytime that I bring on a comedian, I'm gonna say Mr. Know-It-All knows funny. You know what I mean? Because I try to, bring forth that I know a little bit something about or whatnot. I wasn't just up there like, hey, what's your favorite joke? You know what I'm saying? Of course,
this is done.
You know what I mean? Try to figure out what it is, man. But yeah, man. Well, I appreciate it. It has been fun.
Yeah,
we close this thing out. I don't know, man. Who thinks I might be back next week? Whatever, whatnot. Also, talk about. Just tell me real quick. You got any plans on maybe putting together a special?
Yeah, I'm right now I'm working on clips. I am the last comedian on earth to throw out clips. One of the reasons being comedians they take shit, they try to
never lie.
Whatever. And then I'm also not big on following waves. I'm more of not a trendsetter, but I'm gonna do things the way I feel like they should be done. So I'm a core comic. So I'm like, all right, all you are plugging in these jokes and these little 5-minute reels, 5-second reels, or you say a joke, you put on a reel. And I'm noticing a lot of people doing clickbait stuff. So I'm like not into that. I'm very authentic in what I do. So it's like, now with that being said, I have been for the last year working on a set that can put me on stage long enough to go ahead and pull the cameras out and do a recording. So that's something I'm definitely pushing to do. I'm actually thinking about my birthday next year, which is in April. And I kind of get past this election. What's that?
April what?
April 21st.
Just missed it. No, did you? Yeah, you just missed it. You're a Taurus.
Taurus, yeah.
Yeah, I'm Aries, 15th.
Aries. But when's your birthday?
15th.
Oh, we taste the same liquor though. So so April, I wanna, that's my goal to do something, bring the whole community out and kind of just have some fun with it. And but right now is the build up to make sure everything's solid. You don't want to just be out there throwing shit in the air. You want to make sure you're really ready for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely understandable. And another thing, we're gonna have cameras and lights at the live show.
I know it's gonna be
it's gonna be 4 cameras up there. So we want to, what I mean? Yeah, we definitely going make a move to put it in the best way possible. Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, good brother. You are the best guy. Give it up for Mel Harris. Appreciate you. On behalf of myself, on behalf of Mel, make sure that you out there on Sunday, and we shall see you then. This has been Mr. Know-It-All Knows Live, and this week, Mr. Know-It-All Knows Funny.
Yes.
Peace.
All right.
Ending it. I think it's ending.